So there might be some more upsets coming, but Alabama Vanderbilt is people are saying now like, oh, that makes the Georgia loss even worse. I'm not worried about that. We talked about this last week. Alabama is so boom or bust that their offense, I mean, even though they scored 34 points in that game, their offense is either 3 plays, touchdowns, 3 plays and out. So it was very interesting to see, but I was more impressed by Vandy's game plan. If you go back and watch it, the time of possession was crazy. They literally were like 3 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards. Like they were running the ball. They once they got out to that 13-0 lead, they literally were like, let's take these long drives. They had like 15 play, 10-minute drives and just kept the ball out of Alabama's hands. And they scored at the end of each one. So that was like the perfect game plan for the upset of the century kind of thing, because Vanderbilt had not beat Alabama in the last 22 times they played, and they only play every like 3 years. It was like not something that they lost them. And I think that this shows, honestly, I hate to go there so quickly, but this shows that Nick Saban is gone. Kalen DeBoer, you are a great coach. You are a big time coach. At Washington, you beat Oregon. You know, you had some big time game plans, but then you lost some games that you shouldn't have lost. Yeah. And this type of thing, like Alabama is crazy, had like 3 or 4 people decommit and go into the transfer portal. And they're saying they're going to use a red shirt because they haven't played their 4 games yet. That's very interesting to me. That's kind of like, they're like, man, we lost to Vandy, but he wants to be their friend. He wants to go in there and we're going to be high flying. We're going to be different. And I feel like they were all feeling themselves, smelling themselves after that Georgia game. And they came out and got rocked against a Vandy team who is upstart, but definitely not near your level. Like, that's not excusable. So I love that. I wish it was us beating them like that, but obviously we wouldn't be the same kind of credit. But that's like the loss. That to me is worse than Appalachian State beating Michigan.
Right.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like that was like
number one.
Yeah, like oh man, that was crazy. So I love seeing Bama go down like that. But like we talked about last week, there will maybe be one undefeated team at the top. But this year it's going to be crazy, and I think the NIL is evening things out, because why am I going to go sit over here at Alabama when I can go over here and get paid $200,000 and be a starter at Vanderbilt? You know what I'm saying? I could be a starter at Kentucky. Like, I think there's so many teams are going to even out because the teams are going to even out, and the top teams are going to get depleted. They're not going to have the same depth. Yeah. Because in the past, somebody goes down, you got another dude coming right up. But that guy's not going to sit anymore when he can go somewhere else and make money and be a starter. So I think that was a crazy loss, but it's a sign of the times, both that Nick Saban gone and that the NIL is here.